some survey to announce what was the big news in Africa then. Two big news came out from all the participants. The commissioning of the light rail by Ethiopia and what everybody called Buhari effect. That the man was just being announced as the president and electricity improved.
Well, in
that time, I mean, you know the story. I mean, some people are trying to recover money. Buhari effect. I mean, we can have this in Africa. What I'm saying, I look for this effect to be reflected in the budget. And why am I saying this? The point you raise is that.
But the effect died.
This is a president who talks so much about job creation, revival of industry, and I didn't hear those key sectors. As we talk,
good.
It's not there in the. I didn't see that practical policy to drive it.
That's what I meant by. That's what I meant when I said the effect died, because now you didn't see it and you didn't feel it.
Yeah, so that effect is missing, and I'm saying so. Even the parameters for the budget, we talk of $38 per barrel. What is it again? This is the external reserve. It's all benchmarked, the rate of Naira. I thought part of the only parameter would be that by the end of this budget, capacity utilization must have moved from 20% to 50%. So jobs must have been created. Those are the real very variable figures. But everybody kept quiet on that. And if you don't put the parameters, the assumptions are not there, you can't really walk your talk. And that's why I'm saying, I'm trying to talk about uniforms. Police uniform alone, customs uniforms, military uniforms.
They're not importing them, do they?
They are imported from China.
You don't.
It's amazing. Nigeria talks so much about, we're doing so much about it. Now we have internally displaced people, but we've done so much on peacekeeping. There's a factory, the only one factory we have in Nigeria that produces tarpaulin, meant for, camps, for internally displaced, including field operations.
Wait. In other words,
they struggle
what you're saying
get
now
patronage from Ministry of Defense to go to China.
Is it that our textile agencies here cannot give these materials? They were importing them from China.
We have the capacity. I say the focus. That's what I'm saying. I don't need to raise it. We have legislators that we elected on the floor of the House. They come from constituency. Those are the quality of debate we need. Not about numbers of figures allocating to us, ministry. First, the figures are so miserable. Even the best of allocations. I look at allocation for Ministry of Labor. If you want to drive motivation and development in this country, training, that money given to Ministry of Labor is so token.
Why is it that, with what you've said right now, looks like it's hidden in plain sight, as it were. Made in Nigeria should be, or buying made in Nigeria should be one mantra that this government should live and, breathe by.
I even expect President Buhari to go and do that address with Made in Nigeria address at the National Assembly, symbolic.
Is that his dress not made in Nigeria?
He was in India. I don't know. Maybe you are closer to the presidency than me. But I saw.
We're asking you.
I saw when
you should know.
I saw when they did the India. What do you call it? Africa Summit again, which is quite scandalous. A country meets with 52 countries, but that's a different debate. Everybody messes up Africa. Turkey will do his own, China will do his own. But look at the picture. When they were with Modi in India, he virtually almost dressed all of them with Made in India.
Except Mugabe.
Yeah. So you need to, except Mugabe. All virtually all of them were made in India. What India is saying, and the so-called $5 billion he put on the ground for Africa, which is extremely very insulting for a country like Nigeria, check it out. It has to be tied down to buy India.
Well, this is what the Minister of Trade.
But that's what we're not doing.
The Minister of Trade needs to speak up on this.
Yeah, so
Made in Nigeria
key ministries that must drive recovery here. Ministry of Trade, Investment and Industry, Ministry of Labor, and yet little focus on that.
Give us more details about the textile industry.
Yeah.
Why did it die?
No, not just textile industry, just say manufacturing as a whole.
No, but textile, start from there.
That's for me. Why did they die? Let's say, why did they live before? Maybe that will answer the question. Nigeria by 1985 were the third largest producer of textile in Africa. We are talking of 178 textile mills, integrated, all the value chains.
178?
Yes. Weaving, spinning, finishing, we are producing African, product, African print, assorted garments, including laces. Even at a point, Nigeria banned importation of laces because we had enough local capacity. And we are talking of direct jobs of 500,000 multiplied by 4. I'm talking of direct jobs as 85. And yet, look at the level of demand. You are not talking of now a big country, 197 people, very fashionable. Look at us on Sunday services, Jumat services, marriages. But check those clothes now. They are imported from. Why did they die? Why did they survive before? Nigeria had uninterrupted power supply. before because, again, no industrialization with the electricity. That's the key. Then we have the huge market with good purchasing power, and that's why you have to refuel this economy. People must have enough purchasing power. Why people buy imported Tokumbo Benda boutiques? You know, I mean, when I grew up in those days, you know what they call Tokumbo in Yoruba? Bossy Koro. Now it's Bossy Bagba. It's all in the open, buy second-hand goods. So we must also reflate the economy through improving purchasing power.
I just couldn't hold
No,
that.
I'm serious. Through purchasing power, you know, and that's why the issue of minimum wage is very, very important. Even the social transfer, which this government has done, I want to commend it, the 500 billion naira. It's extremely very significant. Because I've told you this money is not enough. The only way you can help the vulnerable, transfer that money. And those 5,000 could go a long way to revive the economy.
We know we're out of time,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
how can we bring bring it back?
So
to the glory days?
that's why I've told you, it's not is there, go and get the National Industrial Revolution Plan. And I think one day we can create a platform to discuss it. All the issues have been raised. You must patronize, fix electricity. You must protect the industry. I mean, the market, smuggling. In fact, that's the real critical crisis we have.
Immigration.
Smuggling not only denies government revenue,
customs.
it kills the industry. It makes customs. And I'm happy Colonel Ali do a very good job now. He has asked these pot belly so-called custom officers to declare their assets because they have been looking the other way around. What smugglers coming? Smugglers don't pay duties, they undermine, and they bring also fake goods to the country. That's the big, because Nigerian market is the biggest in the continent. In fact, with market alone, we should forget about export because this is enough for us to play around with. But 90% of this market is dominated by imported dump goods in all fields. I'm serious, enough, including iron rods, iron and steel, of course, petroleum products, which you are also importing rather than refining. Because you're by industry too, the petroleum industry is not run as an industry as we know it today. We just take crude oil, export, and then we bring refined product. Refineries are in the comatose. We're not adding value.
The thing about that is...
So I thought those are the debates we need at the National Assembly. Not this tinkering, throwing of figures that are really miserable.
Well, we'll seek the attention of the Minister of Trade.
Thanks so much.
Let's see what can do about Made in Nigeria. There's so many components to Made in Nigeria.
Yeah,
There's so many things going on, actually good things.
Yeah.
Also,
so
the private
much,
sector in terms of how they are functioning. But
we'll
see what can do about
we're the
that.
biggest economy now in the continent, but let it translate to prosperity for our people.
All right.
And I want to thank you for giving me a platform. This is the first time I'm coming out after the loss of my wife.
Yeah, and
thank you.
Our condolences again to you and yours.
Thank you so much.
Well, Comrade Issa Aremu is the former Vice President of Nigeria Labour Congress and the General Secretary, Textile Workers Union. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you so much.
Well, that's the show today.
It's been a show.
Well, thank you for
that
watching
again.
and keep your comments coming through. I'm Chamberlain also.
Well, thank you so much. I do hope that we'll create time to take those comments.
It's good sometimes not to say anything.
I will try to take those comments, so please keep them coming through.
Many thanks. I've been doing more of listening, and sometimes you hear stuff and you hear something else, if you know what I mean. I'm Sulaiman Alede.
Goodbye.
See you again.